So that's why you call and find out.
Okay, look like we're on, folks. I think we're on. Can you tell, Greg?
I'm still here.
Are we getting anything?
I see your face and mine.
Okay, I think that's it. All right. Well, let's
Can
give
you
it.
tell, Greg?
I'm still here.
Okay, we on, guys. We
Getting
on.
anything?
We
I
on.
see your
Okay.
face and mine.
There you
Okay,
go, Jim.
we good.
Okay, I think that's it.
All right.
All right.
Okay, let's take it from the top. Okay, everybody out there.
I'm
Um,
still here. Okay, we on.
Grover,
Guys, we
Yo.
on. We on.
is there a delay?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we good. Okay, I think that's it. All right. All right.
Yeah, we on, man.
Okay, we on. Guys, we on.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. This is DC Funk and Harmony. Tonight, we'd like to present a YouTube chat, a conversation with the Family Jam Band. This is the first of our series of interviewing, the local bands from the 70s. So tonight, we have two of the members, waiting for some of the other members to come on a little later. So start out with Jack Kidd and Dale Lyons. But let me introduce a co-host, Brother Greg Diggs, who's been working with us. We've been working together on some of these productions for a while. So hopefully you guys can enjoy it tonight. We're just going to have a conversation, and we're going to take it from there. Greg?
Yeah, I think that was Greg Kidd.
Yes, Greg Kidd, but I mean Greg Diggs. I know Greg Diggs for sure.
And you said Jack Kidd earlier.
Jack Kidd.
You say Jack Kidd.
It's-
I'm sorry, Greg Kidd. I'm
And
always
that's
getting
Greg
y'all
with
mixed
one
up.
G. Greg with one G.
Because Greg plays drum, Jack plays guitar. Now, is that correct?
Yeah,
That's
correct.
Okay, all right. But I always get the Kidd brothers mixed up.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Greg, take it from here. I'm gonna let some other folks in.
Okay.
Now I was just curious. I was just curious. Like growing up in DC in the '70s, I was like in high school and following the bands and everything. I was just wondering, just how did you all get together, and also how did the name Family Jam Band come about?
Okay. Well, see, the thing is, the various groups that we had put together and played in, you know, my brother and myself always enjoyed what you call the Beatles, the Beatles, and I started off playing bass. My brother started off guitar, and but the bass wasn't me. It just wasn't me. Then I end up start. My brother bought me my first set of drums from Spiegel's.
Is there a delay?
Hello.
We good.
Go ahead, Greg. But that's what I mean. Go ahead.
And my brother bought me my first pair of drums from Spiegel. Uh,
Spiegel catalog, right?
yeah, exactly. And so when I got on the drums, it just felt natural. And we used to go down the basement and just jam, off the Beatles tunes and then some of the other music and various groups, And so we noticed that, we was started gelling and started, because by my brother's birthday is same as mine, but we're 3 years apart. We did things almost as together. We danced together, we shopped together, and stuff like that, and we was in sync. So when we started meeting other people that's playing music within the school itself, then we started pulling people together. And the first group that we started off was this group called Soul Distributors, and that was two other brothers, Gil and Cordy. Uh, Gil played bass and Cordy played keyboard, and Jack was the spear. He spearheaded everything and was basically teaching everybody how to play music. And then Derek Mahoney, he was the rhythm guitar. And so then after we started getting in the basement and playing and practicing, et cetera, these various singers started asking us to be their backup there, and that's where the Velours came in. They came in and asked us to back them up.
What high school? Before you go on, what high school?
Coolidge High School, Kevin Coolidge. Yeah, and so we started backing them up, and from the Velours, we went to special delivery. One made Friends and Lovers, and then from there we started playing behind the Montclairs, uh, uh, um, and a few other groups. And so, it just started,
You're just
we
pressing.
started syncing with all of these different musicians and, dropping this one, picking up this one, and playing here, Pittsmotor Hotel, and carrying our instruments on the bus sometimes. People used to laugh, but
My
that's
head
the way
really
we
gets
have
tough
the
on
mode
this.
of transportation.
If he tell you he can't hear you, you click here because it's cut off right now.
Tell them to mute the mic while they're getting set up. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay. So, like I said, these guys was basically interested in playing along with my brother and myself, and we'd just pull them in. My brother Jack was teaching these various individuals how to play bass, how to play guitar, and keyboard. And so we started just basically getting together and start jamming. And from there, after the Soul Distributors and playing at Leon's Lounge, the Casbah, and playing behind these various groups, the groups started gravitating towards a unit. And so we had to figure out a better name for our group instead of just bagging up singers and being their band. We came up with from Soul Distributor to Jam, Jam Band. And from Jam Band, it started gravitating to more prolific musicians, and there was more professional and knew their acts, how to play. And then that sound, we started meeting the very people, Chuck McCool and some of these other people, some of these other musicians and stuff. And playing at these various places. And so we started formulating a stronger sound.
Okay.
Playing behind the showmobile, playing Summer in the Park, listening at other groups. We used to dance and go to Go-Go, Chuck Brown, and some of the other Go-Go. And we noticed that we was pulling in some more stronger musicians. And then we met what was your name? And he helped us out and putting our group together and getting stronger. Vest, his name was Vest. I forgot Vest's last name. And he built us lights, and he built us flash spots
Okay.
and stuff. So
Let me ask a quick question, Greg. Quick question.
Yes, sir.
What was the band's strongest attribute that set you guys apart from other bands?
Well, see, the thing is, other bands just play music. That's it. They play
Okay.
music. We dance. We know how to dance. We know how to go. We know how to jam. We know how to shop. We did everything. So when you get that sync, everybody within what you're basically doing, it calls it. You basically have a full understanding. It was an understanding and a communication towards the people that you're playing with. It's almost just like a game. It's just like a game. And so what the more that we got stronger in our playing, and the more we got the stronger musicians and stuff, it formalized a sound of our own. And that's what you call we jammed.
Okay.
So you were talking about the fact that you all danced. Was it like a choreography that you all had, or was it just like you were dancing just to the music on stage, or was it like a set choreographed number that you all did on stage?
Well, see, the thing is, it was you it's a natural choreographic like type dancing and stuff like that, because when you hear the music and being played, it's just like when you go to Africa and you see all of those African dancers, you know, they basically get together and dance. The feel of the music is the beat, and then once you get the beat, you get the feel of it, and it's move your body. And then we used to do what we used to call the gooseneck, and and that's a 4/4 time, because once you get your neck moving, 1, 2, 3, 4, the whole band see what you're doing and everybody else get it. And so next thing you know, you got a rhythm and it's moving on a 4/4 time. And then you get that stick on that one, that accent on the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. It's just like being punched in the chest. And once those people start feeling that, they start moving. They start moving. And
But you know what? You know what? It was also the costumes.
Yeah, the way we
That-
dress.
Yeah, nobody else was doing costumes
Right.
at that time. And they dressed, I mean, they had this lady up on Georgia Avenue that made them some costumes that was like
Yeah.
out of this world. Tracy would wear the full
Oh,
head.
you telling, man, boy.
Jack would have the hat with the feather. You know, Greg would have
So
his glitter. And man, it was just, it was a full show. That was what was different from most bands. Most bands would like, their show would like copy like Funkadelic or something, but Family Jam Band had their own show.
Yeah.
And yeah, they played their music on the one, like James Brown and the other guys, they played pure funk. So with that, along with the costumes, and they were the only group doing pyrotechnics.
Exactly.
So
Oh, you had pyrotechnics back then?
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
absolutely.
Wow.
If we can get Mr. Winger to unmute, maybe he can add to this.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
up, Tony?
Is that Tony Winger?
Yes, sir.
The Tony Winger?
D. Tony.
Tony Winger. Yeah.
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Oh, there
There he
you
is.
go.
Hey,
What's
my
up?
brother.
What's up, my
going on there,
brother?
boy?
He's unmuted. He got it now.
What's happening, Don?
What's up, brother?
I don't know if there's any ladies on here. I'm actually on my phone. I already had this conversation with Grover. Before I go any deeper into what I want to say real quick, I can't stay because my youngest daughter's mom passed away.
Yeah, we heard about it,
We
man.
know. Yeah, we know. Sorry, definitely.
But I came into the Family Jam Band by way of Reggie Peoples. We wound up working together and, used to hang out, got to talking. And, we started talking music. And I was like, man, I had a band in Virginia named Armageddon. And, we used to do quite swell. And so one thing led to another. And I, got in the band with them guys. And I think I stayed in the Family Jam Band for maybe a year and a half. And then I wound up in the record business. But in that time, my dad got involved with the group and started managing the band as well, booking dates, stuff like that. When I got in the band, I was singing, playing congas. I think I might have played the trombone once or twice, but that's about it. And so that's my daughter. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's my dad right there. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is Tony's dad.
I remember him.
Yeah, brother Pops. Yeah.
Yeah. Pops, so he was the man. He was the man.
My daughter's sending me on a mission. In addition, telling me to lower my voice. She's trying to take a nap. But so yeah, man, that was it. And we had we just had a different kind of vibe than everybody else, you know. And Jack was, I mean, we had so many people come through the band, you know. Ronnie Hinton was there when I was there. What's my man that played the sax? We had a couple different sax players, like Charlie Oliver and what's the other brother, man?
David Yarborough,
No, not Dave.
Marshall Keys,
Nope.
Ron Holloway.
Greg, help me. He became the police officer.
Joe Akers.
Akers.
Yeah, Joe
Yeah,
Akers.
Joe Akers. Joe Akers was playing sax back then. Then Charlie got in the band. You know, we had a couple different keyboard players.
Tony, I mean,
Did I say Ronnie? You know, we had some serious musicians up in that
yeah,
band.
that's what I was telling them. We had
Yeah.
some serious musicians.
You know, everybody went to do different things. I think even oh God, man, my brain just got to bring it back. But yeah, we had some. Just I think some of the cream of the crop. Now, you know, not to say that we had all of the baddest musicians, but you know, the ones we had, you know, when we got together, it wasn't no joke. And like Greg said, you know, we was playing all over the place, man. From what was the whole Pitts Motor Lodge, Ebony Inn. You know, we was all over the place. You know, man, I think we did the gig at the Kennedy Center, and I pissed my dad off because it was a formal joint. I came out with no shirt and a bow tie.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't happy about that, but yeah. So you know, we had a good group of guys, man, and everybody went on to do different things, and you know, and accomplished musicians in their own right. And you know, it was just a joy to be a part of the group. You know, and I'm gonna tell you one of the things that really stands out for me is that you know we practiced at 930 F Street. And that first floor of that building became the 930 Club.
Yeah.
But that's not what I really want to share. That's just a side note. We had a challenge. So I see you laughing. We had a challenge. The Joker wouldn't fix the elevator.
Yeah,
I remember that. Crazy. I had to carry that in.
The Bama wouldn't fix the elevator, y'all. So we had to carry that equipment up and down them steps. And if I remember correct, I think it was 3 flights.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least.
It was.
So we had to carry the amps, the PA, the drum. We had to carry all that gear up and down them steps, man.
And
So
what
not
about
only-
when we got those
Big Sun Bro Crews.
those big boys.
Yeah, those Bro Crews.
All wood.
You know, we wanted to play. That was a, you know, in retrospect, you know, after all these years involved in music, you know, but as a musician, when you got you know, the band is moving the equipment up and down them steps like that and things like that, man, that's a commitment to the game.
Yeah.
And everybody had a commitment to the game, you know. And it's just a part of my life experience that I won't forget.
This was funny, Tony, because I know you, man, from the record side. I had no idea that you had this musical side to you, my brother.
Yeah, it's I kind of been keeping it undercover for a minute.
I see.
We went to when Pop Jefferson died, Al Jefferson, whom I got in the record business with Max Kidd and Al Jefferson and Zeke Zanders. Linda told me that to sing at Pop's funeral, and I was like, huh? And so, yeah, I sang at Pop's funeral, and you know, my boys was coming back, man, you need to show us your ID because we don't know who you are. Yeah, I chirp a little bit. I don't, you know.
Well, some of us know who you are, brother. We know you played, you promoted, you know.
I told you, he's the original hype man.
No question.
Yeah, I'll pump you up.
Yeah. Because I remember when I first created this page, it went for Tony. Tony came on like the second day and like he populated the whole page, man. I mean, he just sent out all his contacts. I mean, folks I hadn't even thought about. Tony had gotten in touch with everybody, man. I mean, so we appreciate you, brother.
Man, I appreciate y'all too, man. It's a joy. I don't know if Chichi got on yet, but I talked to her earlier. She may be having some technical challenges.
We'll call her again, brother. Tell her we you know, I'm gonna be disappointed if she don't come on, man. You know.
Is Jack on in?
No, Jack's not here yet.
No, he probably have a little technicality of getting on too. But I asked him to call him and
Yeah.
explain to him how to, it's just a 1, 2, 3 and you on.
A guy that says so, all you gotta do is kick the button, man. Just hit the button.
Ain't no password, ain't none of that. Just
No.
click the button.
Yeah,
You know,
1,
get
2,
on the
3.
phone.
Okay. Just
Somebody
okay. And then push that button, and then and it was that third thing, and then bring you on. But
Right.
I don't know. You probably have to shoot it to them, you know, or talk to them and get them on.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go pick up this stuff for my child, and
Right.
I guess
Hey,
y'all
brother,
can
we
tell-
appreciate you even coming on, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
you, man.
Tony.
I wasn't gonna miss this. I told you,
Uh,
I've been cheering for this to take place for a long time. So
yeah.
Grover, Greg, man, I appreciate y'all for doing this thing. I hope we could y'all get a little into
We lost the last thing you said.
New or any of that. But there's so much, man, that we could talk about. The good, the bad, and the crazy. You know
Yep.
what I mean? But at the end of the day, and I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go.
Okay.
One of the things that and Grover, I think you and I have talked about this before. But what I learned, man, is that God knits our spirits together long before we
No question.
That's it.
and these brothers that I was able to be a part of, they allowed me to be in this band. You know, we may not talk for years, we may not, you know, none of that. But at the end of the day, man, we all have something that is very valuable. That's the gift of friendship.
We're still family.
Yeah,
Still
that's
family.
yeah. And friendship is of inestimable worth. So, you know, y'all know where I'm at. Y'all got my number. Whoever don't have it, give it to them. You know, I will answer the phone. If I don't answer the phone, leave a message or call me back, send me a text message.
And we're
If
so
I don't call
sorry
you
for your
back-
loss, brother. We're sorry for your loss,
Thank
man.
Thank you, bro. If I don't call you back in 3 days, man, call the police. Or something
Well, you already
happens.
told me that.
Yeah, you
Stay
know how I
strong.
roll.
Stay
All right, I
strong,
love
bro.
y'all, man. I gotta go.
Love you
All right.
both.
All right, Tony.
All
Thanks
right,
for coming,
Tony.
man.
Take care, man.
Let's welcome our brother Robert Brown to the set here.
Robert Brown, where you find him
Show
at?
your face, Robert Brown.
Hey, can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can't see you.
Uh-oh, I need some technical help then.
Okay, well, we got you on.
Let's see, where's the camera at, Brown?
Press the screen. Are you on a cell phone or are you on a laptop?
I'm on my home computer.
Buttons at the bottom.
Okay, it should be something where it says
Start video or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I ain't
yeah.
no technical person.
That's okay. That's all right. We ain't gonna.
I just clicked something that said start video, so I don't know.
Well, we'll see what's happening with it.
I'll do little 3 buttons at the bottom. That should bring in.
There we go.
My help is not here with me, so
Well, anyway, Rob, even if we don't have a picture, let me introduce Robert Brown. Used to promote the shows. Robert Brown has a distinction of promoting shows within 4 decades, brother. What was it?
oh, it's like 6 now, man.
6?
from the
Okay,
70s.
6. Don't want to cut
6.
you short.
Hey, listen, 6 different decades. Let's get that
Six
straight.
different decades.
Not 6 decades. 6
Hey, let me
different
sneak
decades.
in here real quick. Robert Brown, what's happening? It's Tony Winger. Get my phone number from one of them brothers, man, and give me a call. Let's talk.
Hey, yeah, Tony, it was nice working with your father, man. I heard that he had passed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, God bless, man. Y'all
Yeah.
be good. I'm out.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Tony.
Here's a poster for one of Robert Brown's shows at the Chapter 2. You guys can see the lineup here.
I was at that show.
I was at that show too.
Hey,
Yeah,
Robert,
was,
tell us about this show, brother. Tell us
We
about this
worked
show.
that show.
That was 1975. I collaborated with Tony's father, Pop Winger,
Mm-hmm.
and I was managing Skip Mahoney at the time, had a model agency, and I got in touch with Sugar Ray Leonard. He agreed to do a couple of scenes as a model. So Bobby Bennett emceed it. It was a classic type show, man.
Yeah.
And the
No
chapter
question.
2 was popular at that time, so we decided to do it there.
Now, Robert, I don't know if you know Greg Diggs, who used to DJ at Tiffany's and the classics.
Well, actually, I was at the chapter 2 when this happened.
Oh, you was a
That
DJ?
Yeah, I started at the chapter 2. That was the second club that I played in, and I was there in '75.
Okay, so were you here at this show?
I don't remember this show, but I know I was there. I was DJing in '75 at the chapter 2.
Well, I
All
tell you,
right.
Greg, my first fashion show was at the Classics. Man, that was a nice place.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's it. Definitely lived up to his name.
Oh yeah.
It was definitely classic.
We're still waiting on Reggie to get here. Waiting on hopefully Tracy, Poncho, and Spider, and whoever else can make it. But if anybody out in the audience, you guys in touch with them, tell them we're waiting on them. You know, anybody need a link, let us know.
Hey, Grove, I have a question for the group. You know, like
Go ahead, man.
For me being like a DJ back in the day, I know what it's like to be to play by myself. But I was just wondering, what is it like to be in a band and you have all these other members that you have to depend on to be in sync with you, like the drummer, the bass player, the guitar player. How can you all get together and get it synced together so that music comes out and everything is smooth?
Practice. You got to practice. But sometimes I tell you what, you have to have the feel.
Speak up a little bit, Greg.
I say, in practice, you got to practice, and then you have to have that feel. If you don't feel it, you're not going to be able to play it. I'm telling you. Because, see, you can have a person that come in to ad-lib, never practice with you, or never play with. But if he can feel your music and feel what you're doing. It's just like a feeling that you can just gravitate within, and it's like a melting pot. You just blend in because that timing and that feeling that you can feel, and then you got that feeling for yourself. And if the music is right, you can, hey, that's it.
Hey, Dale, can you elaborate any more on that?
Yeah, it's also, you know, one of the things that I used to sit back and observe when Greg and Jack and Reggie and all them get into it. One of the biggest issues that Greg would have sometimes was when people wouldn't listen.
Yeah,
you got to be able to listen to open up to new ideas. It's okay to know what you know, but when you come into a group and the group is working on something new, learn the basics of it first.
Exactly.
Then put your stuff into it.
Exactly.
You know, you don't want to come in and start soloing, for an example, and you don't even know the song. You know, and I know Greg was huge on that because guys would come in, and you know, the thing about Jack, Greg, and all of those guys was they had a lot of patience, but they were serious about their music and their craft.
Sure. Yeah.
And they was willing, especially Jack, was willing to teach anybody.
Exactly.
But you got to be willing to listen. That I think that was the biggest thing. You got to be willing to listen, and you got to be patient because your time has come. Your time will come. They would do songs and they would make sure everybody got a solo.
Right.
Even the timbali player or the cowbell player.
Yeah.
I forget what the instrument with the whistle. Even that guy, you know, doing percussions got a solo. All they had to do was be willing to listen and wait their turn, and they would fit it in.
So how many of you all were trained musicians in terms of knowing how to read music, or you just played naturally?
You know, see, that's kind of hard because, like I said, all of our brass, they've been trained. They know how to read sheet music and the music itself. My brother chords, and I basically knew about reading, quarter notes, 16 notes, and stuff like that, because it was during the time of the playing in the marching band and the orchestra. But playing the whole set, I had started practicing that, but I didn't basically master it. But my thing was more so a feel. I had a good feel for music. I had a good feel for timing. And when I got with these guys and they came in and they listened, just like Dale was saying, then you formalize a group. And you start feeling each part. That's just like baking the cake. You need ingredients. you know, and so they became an ingredient in making a beautiful sound. And plus, you know, see, we funked, and then it came out in our music.
Mm-hmm.
When you heard our group wasn't like everybody else's group. You could listen to us on one side and listen to another group on another side. You would never say that we sound like them. You would not say, y'all sound like them. No, we don't. I will tell you, no, we don't. Because like I had said before, most groups play the music. We didn't just play music. We funk and felt the music. Those two things. You funk and you played. And we was on that 4/4 time.
This is one thing that one of the reasons why I asked this question is because Gladys Knight is my all-time favorite singer. I've seen her perform with her band like thousands of times, but I went to see her at the Kennedy Center, and she had her band, but they also had this huge orchestra that had all this sheet music. And I'm just trying to figure out in my head, how can you have all these people on stage, some of who are playing her regular band members, but these other foreign people who she never even met probably before, and all of it is syncopated, everything, everybody knows what they're supposed to do. How does that work?
Well, see, the thing is, you got the band. The band is the nucleus of the song itself, or the backup. You got the band. These people that are the guitar player, the keyboard player, the drummer, the bass player, and the keyboard. Those 5 people. And so once you got a foundation of them, everybody else just a filler. And that's why they do sheet music. That's why they do sheet music. So you can fit into these 5 individuals that's backing up this singer, you know, so there won't be no mistakes and stuff like that. So you can understand what we're doing. You got to, if you don't understand it, you know, you shouldn't be there. And so, and that's why they got the sheet music, have all of these groups and have all that brass, you know, behind those 5 individuals. The guitar, for lead guitars, the bass player, the keyboard, the drummer, and whoever else. There might be a lead. I mean, a rhythm. Once you got a foundation going, everybody else is a filler. That's just like you got a tree, right? You don't have a tree without the branches, right? They got to fit in. They got to fit in. But the main point of it is the tree, the bark, and everything else branches out. And that's just like how a group is. And that's how it, you know, Gladys Knight got her group. And if she want that certain sound and the rhythm sound, they, you know, then they bring all of those musicians in. But believe me, they're not coming there to play unless they got that music up there. So they can fit in behind the rhythm section, you know, to get that sound. They got to read that music. They won't bring nobody off the street, you know, and that's how they do it.
So one of the things that you all were saying that your sound was very distinctive, and nobody else sounded like your band, like our family band.
Right.
Who were some of the other bands that were your competitors back? Who were y'all going up against back in the day? Because I know just being in high school and just in college, man, I know it was bands everywhere. So who were some of your competitors?
Competitors?
Well,
I wouldn't say competitors. I really wouldn't. And I'm not.
Well, you were competing for gigs, right?
Not really. I mean, they were competing for gigs. Family Jam Band had gigs. I mean, they had the great promoters. Pop Winger. And the thing is that everybody wanted to be with Family Jam Band. Even Tony, Big Tony from Trouble Funk. They wasn't called Trouble Funk then. Yeah. It was Trouble Band and Show, right? We would do Malcolm X Park. I remember one year we did Malcolm X Park, and Trouble wanted to close the show. And what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. We talked about him earlier. He was like, no. Jam Band, Family Jam Band has the pyrotechnics. They gonna close the show. And so everywhere we played, we didn't open for a lot of people. I think we opened for Chuck, and we opened for larger groups like the Delphonics, Melba Moore, people like that, national artists.
Right.
But as far as DC groups, we were not the openers. We were the closers.
No.
And to name a few, you had like the Matadors, you had Aggression's Band and Show, you had Sons of Nature, you had Black Heat, and Black Heat was pretty big at the time. They was cutting some records, and you had Brute Band and Show, you had 100 Years Time, you had Mousetrap, you had Leadhead, you had Experience Unlimited. The Shadows Band and Show from my neighborhood, Brooklyn, Michigan Park area. You had Mass Extinction. It was just so many groups, but most of them were doing top 40. We were doing top 40 also, but we had a show without. You know, like we would close the show with I Want to Take You Higher, like Sly and the Family Stone, and even Sly and them didn't do it like we did it. You know, and Release Yourself. We used to close the show with Release Yourself by Graham Central Station, and you know the whole stage would be bouncing and rocking, and the audience would be rocking. Exactly. And man, even I remember one show we did where Petey Green came out, and he was like, "Who are these guys? They're killing it."
You remember Capital Boogie Showdown?
Yes, Capital Boogie Showdown. Yes. So we would go out to Capitol Raceway and rock it. Yeah, we would rock the Capitol Raceway, and man, like I said, competition. You know, and I'm not throwing shade at no other groups out there. You know, I love them all. I really do. But just from sitting on the side, you know, I worked the PA system, and I moved the equipment and stuff like that, man. But even when we played at Wilmer's Park with the Delphonics, and Soul Papa was the MC of the show. He even talked about, you know, y'all. He told William Wilbert, y'all need to get these guys to back you up. Oh, never mind. They don't do backups for nobody no more. Yeah. So it wasn't really a lot of competition for us. They was competing to get with us. Yeah.
You know, see, the thing here, we didn't compete against nobody.
Right.
We didn't look at it like competing or as a competition. We just like playing.
Yeah.
When we got up on the stage, we put a show on because we had backed up so many singers, you know, Special Delivery, Montclair's, because that's how we started off in the sense. So we knew how to do a show. And then we knew what we liked in the various groups and stuff like that. Because see, most of these groups was, like I say, they was just playing music. and that's all they were doing, just playing music. We played music and put on the show.
Yeah.
And then with the dressing that we did, and then that drive that we had, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You got punched in your chest from that force and that energy we did. All bands didn't have that. They played, but they didn't have that boom, that then that pull, that let go like a rubber band. They didn't have that.
Yeah.
And we did. We studied that. When we was with Guy Draper, when Guy Draper was going around playing, and we played behind Jesus Christ Superstar,
Carl Anderson,
and stuff like that. and Brighter Side of Darkness and all them was on the show and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know, Billy Paul at
Mhm.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and stuff like that. Like I said, it was just like when we get on that stage, just like Chuck McCool said, "Damn, man, y'all sound like a damn train." He said, "Y'all sound like a train," because with that one time, that boom, and then you pull it back and then bring and hit them with that second one, and then you hit them with that third one, and then you hit them with that fourth one. And what we used to do, and I just a minute, let me.
Go ahead.
Once we see you rocking your head, we got you.
Yep, that's
We
it.
got you.
Hey, Greg.
Once we see you doing this, we got you, and we just destroy you with the music.
Yeah, I know. Even the venues back then
Yeah.
were different. The venues were tailor made for what the Family Jam Band did. We had like Northwest Gardens, we had Southeast Gardens, Southwest Gardens, we had the Panorama Room, we had
In the Casbah,
the Casbah, and our favorite place to
Leon
play,
Lounge.
Underground. The Underground was our favorite place to play.
Was it French Underground?
No, the Bohemian Caverns.
Oh,
That-
okay.
Where that underground acoustics in there was so awesome. Even Ramsey Lewis, the great Ramsey Lewis, recorded "Hang On Snoopy" in the underground because he loved the acoustics.
Yeah, U Street.
Yeah,
U Street, yeah.
13 for You. And I tell you, man, every place we played, the acoustics was so awesome. The people would just flock, you know, because of the sound. And Greg talking about playing on that one, you know, you hear Bootsy and talk about playing on the one, that funk formula. It gets inside of you. I got a shirt on now that says, "You hear the music, but you feel the bass." What you're really feeling is the one.
Yeah.
And where that comes in at, and that drive, that train. And in those clubs that we played in, man, it shook the whole room.
Exactly.
You know. So I even remember when we played at a college out in California, Maryland, somewhere up in the mountains.
Yeah.
And those guys, man, they was out, you know, the place was packed. It was a fraternity. And people was coming in off the street talking about, "Man, we can hear y'all all the way outside." You know, and everything was crisp. Everything was nice and crisp. So the acoustics was awesome.
So just out of curiosity, could you both of you just tell me or tell us, you know, what was one of the greatest experiences that you had performing, and then what was one of the worst? Let's start with you, Dale. Let's start with Dale.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Dale.
I think the greatest, my greatest performance and worst performance, it was in the same show, actually. It was Wilmer's Park. My brother was the regular PA man at that time, but he got sick, so he couldn't come that day. So I was working the PA system, and unfortunately, the PA guy for the Delphonics, I guess they fired him or something. He couldn't do what he needed to do. And so I'm working the whole night. I'm not just working with Family Jam Band. They got me working with the Delphonics and with Soul Papa, God rest his soul. And back then I had on bell bottoms, and the show was cranking. I loved it. That was the great part. The bad part was, you know, everybody's sagging now, but sagging wasn't a thing back then, right? My pants was baggy, right? So as I jump up on the stage, my pants was coming down, and Soul Papa tells everybody, "Who is this bum jumping up and down on the stage, switching these mics out? Y'all sure he ain't trying to steal the mic?" I never forgot that, man. I never forgot that. And that was like my worst minute because it was in front of everybody, you know. But he recognized me for bad, for good, or indifferent. And I think it was about 3 weeks after that he passed. I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks after that he passed. So it was kind of bittersweet.
I guess nowadays nobody would even care. Pants
Yeah.
falling down.
No,
Pretty,
not
yeah,
the
pretty
way
much.
we were dressing now.
What about you, Greg? What about you, Greg? What's your best and your worst experience on stage?
Well, let's start off. Let me see. I think one of the worst things. You remember we were playing at this college in the Echoes. These white guys. They wore us out. They wore us out. We wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
In what way? What do you mean by when you say wore you out in terms of like showing you off on stage or what?
We're talking about musically.
Mm.
These white boys came on that damn stage.
They was killing it.
Yeah. Those boys, you couldn't tell me that those boys wasn't Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wouldn't tell me that these boys wasn't average white band.
So what kind of music were they playing? What were they playing?
We were playing Chicago and stuff like that. But
Wow.
what we played too. But they
Tower
were
Power.
better.
They was playing Tower Power.
And playing it.
Wow.
You know, then we say, God, it's just like they took our resume. I mean, took our repertoire and played it better than what we did. So we had to come on.
Yeah.
We had to come on after those guys. And it's just like we're coming on copying them, but they sound better. So
Yeah.
we got through the show, but we didn't like that damn show.
Yeah.
So
That was a long night.
The better and the worst. The better is, you know, we saw these guys, how they did things. And see, one thing about us, we practice our shows. We improve our shows. We study our shows. If we play with you or you're playing a show and we know that a show is coming up, we're going to listen to you. And when we come out on that show that you're playing, we're going to be ready for you.
All right. Let's take time and welcome one of your bass players, Brother Spider Henderson, William Spider Henderson. Spider, let me introduce you to Greg Diggs, co-host. Greg, Spider.
How's it going?
All right, so since he's here, you know, Spider, give us your recollections of your time with the band.
Matter of fact, I remember when we first took up that name, Jam Band, because we were the like rhythm section for a singing group called the Velours at first. But I wasn't the bass player. I just sat in on the rehearsals. Greg Hill was the bass player. And when he left, I had been at the practice all the time, so that automatically put me there.
Okay.
You know, so, and I was with them for some time until I went with New Breed, with Joaquin Jessup.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, it was fun though. We did a little traveling together.
Okay, matter of fact, this is some of the bass players that came through the group. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. You forgot one.
Who?
Donald Floyd.
Okay, well, we put him in there.
Donald Floyd and what was you going? He had that jazz. He died. He used to live out in Southeast, the brown skin guy.
Who you talking about?
Him and Donald played almost alike.
Yeah. They had that Larry Graham thing going.
Right. Plucking those strings as he was, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
What you call him name? And he went with Perrine for a little while.
So who's the other bass player?
Donald Floyd.
I got Donald Floyd, because you mentioned another one.
I don't remember his name. I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It'll come to me. I'm not that old.
Okay.
Tony
Yeah.
Tony Parker. Tony Parker.
Tony Parker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony Parker.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember when we were like at one time we were like the rhythm section get when you play down the room. They always called us to back up every singing group
Right,
that came
right.
down there. I remember we were with I remember it was the Velours, but then we went to the room with Act One.
Yeah.
With,
Act One,
Friends
yes.
and we played behind them. Chat and all of them guys.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
they
Special
end up being
Delivery.
special delivery later.
Yeah.
Okay, now is this list correct now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tony Parker,
Greg
yeah.
Hill never played for Family Jam Band. He was the Velours bass player.
Okay.
Yeah, when we became the Family Jam Band when I was the bass player.
Okay. Well, y'all know. Anyway, so we got, the 4 players then. You, Pancho, Donald Floyd, and Tony Parker.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, one more.
Whoops.
Michael Crable.
Who?
Mike Crable.
Mike Crable?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on for a second.
He used to play by with us down the room. I mean down underground. Mike Crable.
They got played down the
Was that
underground
when?
too.
Yeah.
Was that when Joanne was singing?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember him.
Yeah. But
What's his name again? What's his name again?
Mike Crable.
Mike Crable.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to get this list right.
See,
Yeah, I remember that underground though on U Street because I played there a couple of times with you all before I left.
Yeah. And you came back and played.
Right, I did. Yeah.
I played a couple times. You sat in with
Yeah.
a couple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then I think later on I went with the Dynamic Superiors. Yeah.
Yeah. You was with the Dynamic because I used to work for the Dynamic Superiors and Special Delivery.
Uh-huh. We because you know what happened? I ended up in Boston because of them, because they didn't sign back with Motown. They thought they were supposed to get front money, and Motown didn't sign them back. You know, and then I end up in Boston, right?
Wow.
Was this after they did the Shoe Shoe Shine song?
Yeah, it was after that. Yeah. Hey, Greg, remember we used to play at Teddy's Lounge?
Oh yeah, Teddy's Lounge. Yeah.
Yeah, where was Teddy's Lounge? Where was Teddy's Lounge?
South Capitol Street.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring back a lounge that you probably don't remember, Spider.
What?
When y'all used to play at Jackie Lee's.
Oh yeah, yeah. hey, but the one with us was, remember with Act One we played with Black Ivory, Creamboat Palace.
Creamboat Palace. Creamboat Palace. I mean, we did Creamboat Palace when Skip Mahoney and them just came out with My Funny Valentine.
Oh, okay. You know, before he died, I played a band house gig with Skip Mahoney.
Yeah.
Wow. It looks like our sister just got online.
Yep.
I remember we played at Planet Earth too, across the street from Leon Lounge.
Hey, Greg, remember Atlanta? Hey, Greg, remember Atlanta?
Oh yeah, yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Sweet draw, bro.
Sweet draw.
that was
unmute your mic, Tracy.
That was at the Round Man's Club.
Yeah.
That was a private club.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, who went we with God Draper and all them then?
Oh Lord, don't mention that.
Hey, that turkey still owes me money.
We're bagging up the Velours.
Larry Brown too. Remember the running back for the Redskins?
Yeah.
He was managing him, and he was managing Unifix.
Wait a minute, Carl Anderson, because Greg, you played with Carl Anderson, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's why I was
Jesus Christ Superstar Carl Anderson.
Greg went down to North Carolina with him, didn't you?
Yeah. Me and bass player little short guy.
Oh wait a minute, Holmes.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
The best person. Now, and don't take this the wrong way.
Ricky Holmes, yeah.
Ricky Holmes, I know.
Don't take this the wrong way. Chaka Khan is by far my favorite superstar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she did a song which my big sister did better than her.
Well, you know,
called Smoking Room.
Smoking Room.
And let's
Oh,
introduce
man.
let's introduce that superstar.
That's a song.
Introduce my sister, please.
Oh my God, that's my favorite song by her.
No question.
What?
Miss Tracy G.
What's up, Tracy?
Hey,
What's
Tracy.
up?
Right,
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, big,
Oh,
about
yeah.
time.
He used to bring me to tears.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me just say this, folks. As much as I love all you guys in Family Jam, Tracy is the reason I wanted to do this.
Yes.
Oh, you ain't right, man.
I know.
That's all right.
I'm telling you the truth, bro. I mean, Tracy is the reason I wanted to do this. I
I
mean,
agree.
she was just so far ahead of her time.
Yes.
I mean, the girl would come out there with these multicolored wigs,
Wig,
Afro
yeah.
wigs. I mean, stage presence, could play keyboards better than anybody, could sing.
Man.
I mean,
I got one problem with that, Massenberg.
what's
Hey,
that?
Greg, we had to help her lift that B3 up
Oh,
all
my
the
That's what I
time.
was getting ready to say. That's what I was getting ready to say. That Hammy B3, oh my God.
She had the Porter B.
I mean,
Y'all
Yeah,
should have did that
but-
anyway.
But then I got the Porter B.
It
Yeah.
wasn't right, though.
Yeah, that's what she used to say. It was portable.
Yeah.
No,
was.
I got a Porter B after the B3
Yeah.
because that was easier to break down and carry.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tracy, do you have any video?
No.
Okay, anyway, let me see if I can find a picture so folks can see who you are. There we go.
Y'all can't see me?
Wait a minute. We,
No,
hey,
we can't.
don't know,
I
Tracy.
gave you a,
Wait a
See
minute.
if you see something that
gave you a
says
picture.
start
I
video.
gave you a picture of Tracy standing on stage, and Marsha Keys was just below her,
Oh.
and Reggie was standing off the stage, and Tracy had that multicolored bush wig on.
Was that an old picture?
Huh?
Was that an old picture?
Yeah, that was an old picture when we were playing with Darren Green.
Hold on. Yeah, I remember Darren Green.
Yeah.
Because Chuck was promoting on Darren Green, I remember.
Right. Because Darren Green is at the bottom. Marsha
Is that this one?
There it is. Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't even have that picture.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Greg. I played behind Darren Green also, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause we went out of town.
Right.
that's
Right.
Let me see if I can get it bigger. I'm going to have to take some of y'all off spotlight.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I don't think I've ever seen that picture.
Yeah, that was one of my pictures.
Oh, you're gonna let me have to
Oh, you
let me
gotta
get
share
that,
that.
man. You
Yeah,
gonna
well, I
let
got
me
most
get
of these from Greg some time ago.
Yeah,
Oh, the
Okay.
animal has been holding out.
that's right.
Yeah, because Massenberg, the only picture you got with me is when I was with New Breed.
Yeah. But you know what? We're going to all do better. We're going to all do better because, like, we got to get this history thing down, y'all.
Yeah.
He got a picture of Glenn and all of us downstairs practicing Mr. Hill's in their basement. When we
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let me go through some of the pictures. Let's just do that right now. So I'm going to go through some of the pictures. Just hang on 1 second.
when we were right backing up William Devon, Diamond in the back, Sonny Ruth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I still argue with people. A lot of people think that that's Raheem's dad, and he's not.
No, it's not.
They're actually no relation.
And I did play behind him with another band.
Right.
Oh.
We were his backup
Hey,
band.
and what was that band you were with, Tracy? Was it Osiris or something?
Huh?
That was
What's
cold
the
as
band
hell
with
out
you
there.
that you was with before us?
Oh,
That was
Urias.
cold.
Urias. I remember that. Urias.
So we stole her from Urias.
I wasn't
Yeah,
with
we used to
that band.
steal a
I
lot of them
started
from,
that band.
girls.
Yeah, that's right. She started that band.
Urias.
Don't get her started on that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't get me started.
Yeah. Now
All
look,
I didn't know you started. I just knew you played with
Right.
her before.
I'm gonna go
Hey,
through some of these
bro.
pictures, y'all. Yeah, I mean, I need y'all to comment on some of these photos. So,
Bro.
Well, I
Bro,
was
you
gone
remember
then,
Tracy?
though.
Hey,
That was
Tracy, you
that was
remember?
Donald Floyd right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, Tracy, you remember it was cold as hell that day we took that picture.
well, okay, which one is Donald Floyd
The one on
To
the,
the far
Right there on the left.
with the white?
and the
Uh-huh.
white,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
and that's Joe Akers behind Greg,
Right.
Mhm.
And Reggie
Reggie and Tracy, and Jack.
and my brother
Yeah.
Jack.
Big
Okay.
band.
And let's see here. And I remember this. This is one I retouched. I remember this picture. I retouched this one.
Yeah, that's when
who's
we're
the
playing
girl?
up at
That's Valerie.
that's when we're playing up at the park on 16th and V.
Yeah.
Anacostia, no, not Anacostia, but
Wasn't that up
16th
Malcolm
and-
X Park?
Malcolm X Park, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Isn't that Leslie up there?
I probably
Yes,
took
it
the
is.
picture.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm
Leslie,
not
with
even, I'm
that,
not in
straw
that
hat
picture,
on.
right?
No,
Yeah,
you,
but let's check out this one. You in this
Oh
one?
yeah,
you in
that
this
was
one.
Pop.
Yeah, I'm definitely,
That's Leslie and all of us. And that's
Yeah.
The horn section that we stole from New Breed. I mean
Mixed breed.
mixed breed,
Mixed breed.
yeah.
Is that Charlie Oliver?
Tommy,
Yep.
yeah, Tommy
And
and
Tommy.
and Charlie.
Okay. It looked like Poncho behind Pop Winger.
Right,
Yep.
that is.
Yeah, that's Reggie behind him.
And
Tony Tillman.
Tony Tillman, keyboard player.
Tony Tillman used to play with was it Aggression or who did he
Aggression.
Yeah,
play?
Aggression. Yeah,
Yeah.
he played behind Aggression. We
Mhm.
stole him from Aggression.
Yep. We stole one of their drummers for a minute,
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go through some of these real quick.
and there's Les. Oh,
Now, does anybody have a better picture of this?
No,
No.
it's only me.
This the
don't
best
have
one?
any of the
You mean this the
pictures.
best picture amongst all of y'all?
You know, at that time,
'Cause this look like a promotion photo, publicity
It was.
photo.
Ronnie
was,
Hinton.
we had those sparkling blue. They built they made those various pops had them to make those various outfits for us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what else we got. Okay, that's the same one. It's
Yeah.
like a promotional
Right.
something.
Picture.
Sound Innovations was the production company.
Right.
Okay. And Greg, this you on drums?
Yeah, that's
Animal.
we're down in the basement practicing.
Okay.
That's Mr. Hill's basement, ain't
Yeah, that's Mr. Hill's basement. Yeah.
Okay. And who is this? The Aker brothers?
Les.
Oh,
it? That's Les.
That's Leslie.
Leslie's son. What's Leslie's last name?
Saunders.
Leslie
Saunders.
Saunders.
Same with the
He
balloon.
passed. He passed.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well-
hey, Greg, where's Mike though? Little Mike.
Mike died. You remember
Oh,
somebody
Mike
shot
Jekyll?
him?
Or Mike Hill?
Chandler, yeah.
and Julian.
Julian went as a productor what you call him in his a record company that his aunt had in
okay.
Atlanta.
Okay.
And I talked to Mike Hill, Mike Jekyll is his name now, but I talk to him pretty regularly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. That's down in the underground.
Okay.
That's not the underground.
Is this
That is
Marshall
the
Keys?
underground.
Was it?
Yep.
That's
Down in the
Keys,
underground
yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Marshall
yeah.
Keys doing some big stuff now, man.
oh, he's
Yeah.
huge.
He playing more jazz than anything now.
Yeah,
Well, you know his father.
We had him when he was a little boy. Young
Now, do you
kid.
guys remember when Marshall Keys played with Smoke and Warren Shad?
Yeah. His father played. His father was a jazz musician as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Warren Shad has his own line of pianos.
Yeah.
Mm.
They were featured on Empire, that show Empire.
They sure
Really?
were. I was just about to say that.
Yep.
Wow.
Now,
Greg Hill.
this looked like Ed Brady and looked like Lloyd Collins and somebody else.
Greg
That's
Hill.
Greg Hill over there on the bass.
That's Greg on bass? Okay.
That's Floyd or Lloyd?
That's wrong, huh?
That's like Lloyd on the drums in the center.
Okay,
It is.
I see Astro back there.
Twin. Yep.
And we got Ed Brady.
Yeah.
And you got Glenn
Yeah.
Turner. Got Glenn Turner with his hands folded.
Oh, that's Glenn Turner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
What?
up in New York, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, that's Glenn,
Okay.
AKA Astro.
Astro, right.
Look, is this a coolest band, folks?
Well, some of them were the coolest because the drummer down there, Lloyd Rollins.
He went to Coolidge.
Yeah, he went to coolest.
Ed Brady went to Coolidge, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, because Greg Hill lived
And
right
Greg
across
Hill-
the street from
Greg
me.
Hill went to coolest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already cut it off.
And Glenn, did Glenn go to coolest?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. Yeah, he went to coolest.
So it's safe to say this is mostly a coolest band like you guys were.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what else we got here. Joe?
Joe?
Go.
Wait.
The saxophone player. Our saxophone player.
He was the saxophone player and the truck driver.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Hey, wait a minute, what was the girl that Jack had driving all our equipment around, Greg?
Oh, you talking about Yvette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not Yvette.
That's Tommy.
That was Jack's girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tommy. That's the trumpet player. He used to play with Mixed Breed.
Tommy.
He used to play with Mixed Breed.
Mixed breed, right?
Yeah, him and Charlie. That's my brother and myself. That's just
Yeah.
jamming around. at a
Okay.
dance.
Oh, that's 2014.
Yeah.
Pancho.
Pancho. Yeah, hey, Pancho, me and him friends now. We be kicking it on Facebook a lot.
Now let me just say this, y'all. I knew Pancho before I knew any of you guys.
Oh,
I knew
okay.
Pancho before I knew any of them too, because I grew up with them.
Yeah. Look, I remember when Pancho first started playing bass.
Wow.
Well, I can do you one better.
What's
I
that?
knew him before he was playing bass.
Yeah, I hear you. Yep.
'Cause his-
Mr. Pancho.
His family, the Williams family, lived next door to my cousins. So that's how.
So that was over by East Capitol Street?
Mass Avenue.
Mass Avenue, right. That's where I met him back in the day
Yep.
when I was going to Elliott Junior High School.
Oh, you went to
Elliott,
Elliott
wow.
too?
Yep.
My cousins all went to Elliott.
You know, we had DeAndre Howard from over there, Terry Scott.
Yeah.
All of them came out when I was there. We all came out the same year.
Yeah, DeAndre, he rolls with New Breed with me also.
Okay.
Him and Buzzy.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say because
That's Pancho and
Charles
Greg Hill.
Newton is Mr.
Okay,
Davis
Pancho and
now.
Greg Hill. Okay, two bass players. Like Al Pollard and Barry
know what,
Brady.
Brady.
Me and
Mhm.
Barry Brady
Stevie.
we just hooked up. He just got my phone number and we just hooked up. Me and Barry Brady.
And myself.
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah,
we
Reggie
did.
and
Hey, look at Al Pollard with the see-through shirt on.
Yeah, Mr. Al Pollard.
Reggie took that picture.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
There
the
you
man
go.
right there.
Yeah.
I see you got your Blues Alley shirt on, brother.
Hey, you know it.
They're doing that gig with that female. Yeah.
Well, next time.
You know what I thought about? I
Her
thought
name
about
is-
the bull roast
Her
you
name
did.
is Leah.
As usual.
That background.
Hey, you know, hey Greg, hey friends, you know her uncle used to play the bass player and singer for Black Heat.
Oh, okay.
Chippy?
Oh, Chip.
Chip, yeah, that was Leah's uncle.
If you think of it, just call me back. I mean,
Yeah.
That's what? He was helper with the equipment.
Yeah, he's
what?
Marvin Lyons.
Yeah.
Marvin.
What was his name?
Marvin,
What y'all call him? What?
What?
I said what it is and what it looked like.
Okay.
And we shortened it to what?
Okay.
Yeah. That guitar player. That's
Is Ronnie Hinton?
Ronnie before the
Yeah, Ronnie
Flats.
Hinton. Yeah.
Ronnie passed, didn't he?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Think of all these guitar players in this city, man. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a good guitar player too.
Who else did Ronnie play with? Ronnie played with a couple bands.
I forget his main band that he played with.
We snatched him from somebody.
Didn't Chippy die too?
Yeah, Chippy died too. Yeah.
Chippy, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
That's us at man's father's funeral.
Okay. Yeah.
That's some of
Look
the
at
guys
Jimmy.
used to help us with the equipment.
Okay. And you got Jack in the wheelchair. Jack is the guitar player.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then
He's probably gonna outlive all of
over
us.
top of Jack is
Michael Akers.
Doghead. We used to call him Doghead.
Don't do that.
Yep, Doghead.
That's Joe
Michael
Akers'
Akers is his name.
Yeah, Mike Akers.
Was he related to the other Aker brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
their
the
brother.
youngest. He's the
Okay.
youngest.
Yeah.
Who's with the blue mask? I forget his name.
That's Michael.
That's Michael Akers.
Mm-hmm.
He
Okay.
looked like his brother David.
Okay. And then it's Greg and then Reggie.
Reggie, yeah.
I don't know where Reggie is. We're still waiting on Reggie to get here.
Yeah.
Joe.
That's his brother Joe.
That's David. It's David behind him, right?
And David.
behind him.
Yeah.
That's
Tell us about this scene. Where was this?
We were backing up the Montclair.
The Montclair with
Yeah,
what's the
we're
name? Phil
traveling
Perry.
Phil Perry.
We're
Yeah.
traveling around the schools and playing.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was Howard
They off of East Capitol
University.
Street, weren't they?
Huh?
Weren't
I
they
thought
they
that
was
was
up there off
Howard
of East Capitol
University.
Street, right?
That was at one of the schools. Let me see.
No, I'm talking about the Montclairs. They used to be up there off of East Capitol Street, right?
Yeah, no, they was out in
They were a national band, soul vocal group.
they the one that saying, "Baby, you know I'm going to miss you."
Yeah, they got with Phil Perry. Phil Perry.
No, Phil Perry started the group.
Yeah, Phil Perry.
Oh, because they did Dreaming Out of Season.
Right.
What was it? Make up to something.
Make up
To make up the breakup.
No, it was stylistic.
Oh, that's the stylistic. Okay.
They did
I know they did
something-
Dreaming Out of Season.
Yeah, they did that too. That Big Red. He used to play keyboards too. Yeah, because I know he sat down with us when we were practicing.
Okay.
And practicing their various songs. That's my brother. That's at the Underground.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's where y'all used to go into them trances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11th and
That was our home away.
Oh,
from
there we
home.
go. And oh yeah, I know where that is. They gonna meet
Oh,
Greg.
That's
That's
Bob.
John Jack. That was John Jack's old house.
Greg, that's Sly, right?
Sly just recently died 2 weeks ago.
You talking about Robert Valentine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a slide on him. I'm gonna go to it a little later.
Yeah.
Make up for lost time. That was the
There she goes.
There she
Hey,
is.
Tracy.
That's the
There
G
she
right
is.
there.
Queen.
Tracy.
Tracy,
Yeah.
I was telling them earlier how you saved my life.
That's her.
Huh?
Remember how I stole the equipment?
That's Mike right there.
Me and Mike and Man stole the equipment from Zoom. And you
That's
told
at
me I had to give it
Underground.
back.
That's at the Underground.
And where is this?
At the Underground.
Underground.
It's underground.
Yeah.
Joe Akers, myself, and my brother.
Okay.
That's Charlie. Used to play with the mixed breed, the saxophone player.
Okay. Charlie Oliver.
Yep.
That's the line.
Who's that guy?
The line brother, the sophisticated one.
Y'all stop it. Stop it.
Mr. Dale Lyons.
That's, Mr. Dale Line.
Being all official
That's
looking
Charlie.
too.
That's
Yep.
Charlie again.
Charlie Oliver again.
Yep. Mixed breed. That's the G man. That's me.
Red Kid.
All
Yeah.
right.
That's at the hotel. That's
Pitts Motor Hotel.
no, that's at
We did a lot of stuff at Pitts.
Yeah.
that's at on U Street, Masonic Temple.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Tillman, right?
Yeah, that's Vest. That's the
Yeah.
one that
That's the guy that used to do all the that did all the
On
pyrotechnic
equipment.
stuff.
yeah, the
did the
equipment
pyrotechnic.
and build. He's the one that built a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
built
Build our
fast
light
spot,
kits,
Build
everything.
a light.
Yeah.
Vest,
Okay.
Vest, what's Vest last name?
Cool dude though.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Bennett. Vest Bennett.
That's Bennett. Yeah.
Okay. That's Ben.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, is that the Florida Avenue Grill? But no, I don't think it is.
No, that's him out. Now that's the mixed breed right there.
Okay.
That's Charlie and Tommy.
Okay.
That's Mr. Devoneer right there.
Somebody been on my Facebook stealing pictures.
You better believe it. Since y'all don't send it to me, I got to get it where I can get it.
Yeah. I steal those pictures, my brother. That's Joe Akers again. That's Joe, as you can see.
Now I know where to go to get the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's Jack and his ex-squeeze, Joyce.
Brother Jack.
Yeah, that's
Look at the poster behind him. Look at that poster behind him.
we were
April
playing at the
29.
room. We were playing at the room during that time.
At the room, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
the
my
poster said, I was look at the poster. It's the squad room.
Oh,
Is that the squad room?
oh yeah, Palmer Park. I see.
And then if you look at behind Jack's to the right of Jack's hat, I think that's the Unifics.
Yeah, that is.
It is the Unific.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Greg, we played at the room a few times. What time was that?
We was you remember it was a house band.
Hold on, folks.
Yeah, no, everybody wanted us to play this back then.
Yeah. You had that picture up there with Ron, the white guy that played bass with us, and we were playing at the Raceway, Capitol Raceway.
Oh, okay.
So
Greg, I can barely hear you.
Can't hear me?
Only a little bit. I can hear Grover real clearly.
Well, yeah, but the one you just had, Ron, up there, he's a white guy. We're playing at the Capitol Raceway, and Jack was in that that almost looked like a Indian like type thing.
he was into his.
All right, folks, sorry about that. Let me go to the next slide here.
Jack was into his Jimi Hendrix thing when we was out Capitol Raceway.
Oh, this is the same one we went through earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's when we was coming back from playing behind Darren Green.
Okay.
Coming back in, Charles Newton and all of us.
Okay.
And Fisher.
Was that when we were in New York?
Cadoba, yeah.
Okay.
That was a tan Cadoba, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I know who's Cadoba. That was Valerie's.
Yeah, that was
Valerie,
Valerie. That was Fishhead. Yeah. Valerie.
Don't call her that, Greg.
Now see,
call her cow?
That's when we were backing up William Devon. Diamond in the back, Sonny Rooftop.
William Devon.
William Devon, yeah.
And that's Ibrahim, Glenn, me, Jack, and Spider.
Glenn Turner?
Yep.
Yeah.
You see his Fender Rhodes?
With that bush.
That was him.
With that Rose piano.
And looked like a short mixer on the top.
Yeah. That's us after we get ready to come home from playing behind Darren Green.
Okay.
We're in the restaurant.
Stack Hills, huh?
That's right, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Greg,
six,
remember
I was
every
6'3".
week we used to go shopping.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was 6'3" back in that time.
Okay. Teresa, is that you with the black?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's us on the plane. That's when we with Guy Draper. That's his road manager.
Okay.
The other one was named Jubal, but that's the guy that he's sitting with us. My brother and myself.
All right.
Coming back. That's Reggie, Leslie. Yeah. And then that's sitting down there with his back to us, the saxophone player, Marshall Keys.
Marshall Keys, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice him. He's sitting down on the stage.
Right
I'm glad you pointed. I didn't even notice it, man.
Yeah, right beside the sax.
Right, okay.
Tell you what, the harmony that Les, Reggie and I had was amazing.
It was like
it was amazing.
Y'all sound like bells.
Really did.
That's what you call him, father. What's his name?
Winger?
No. That's the one we just talking about that we have backed up.
Darren Green? Darren Green?
Yeah, that's Darren Green father.
Now, is this a train or this don't look like a plane?
No, that's a plane. No,
that's a plane?
Yeah.
I was looking at the overhead, it looks things have changed a lot since then.
Yeah, that's a plane. That's Jack, my brother, and that's Marshall Keys in the back.
Okay. Marshall waving, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And like Marshall right beside the speaker.
See, at the bottom is Darren Green.
Right.
Leslie.
I met Darren Green through Chuck. I remember Chuck was promoting Darren Green back in the day.
Right. Leslie.
Chuck McCool?
Yep, Chuck McCool.
Yeah, and that's my brother Jack. That's Tracy in the back. That's Marshall Keys. And let me see the other person right there to the right. It might have been Reggie.
Okay.
It looked like Reggie.
As you can see, Jam Band.
Jam Band.
I see it on the speaker.
No, that's Lights.
There she is.
Oh my
That's when
God,
Tracy was. That's when you went down. You and Reggie went down. Somebody's basement was jamming with them. I think.
this is when I
Tony.
was playing with Taste of Soul.
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, Greg, did I get this picture from you or did I steal it from somewhere?
You must have stole it from me because, like I said,
No,
I was
stole it
playing with
off,
Taste of Soul there.
Okay.
I stole that picture off of Facebook.
Okay. And we just talked about this. You know, Robert Brown was he's still on. He was talking about this show he promoted. Well, let's get Robert back in this conversation. Robert, what other shows do you remember promoting for Family Jam Band? I think his mic is muted. We'll come back. I think we saw this one.
Yeah.
Can't hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
That's one of.
Hold on a minute, Greg.
Huh?
Let me see. I think
Hold on 1 second. I was asking Robert, what other shows did he remember promoting for the band?
I'm trying to remember. I know I did. I may have done something with them at the Mark IV in the Room nightclub. I can only remember chapter 2 right now, right offhand.
Yeah.
But Reggie probably could help you with that.
Yeah, if he ever get on.
But I think I may have had him at the Mark IV at the Room nightclub.
Okay.
But
That's David Yarborough right there on the end.
With the white shirt.
Yeah, him and I went to 5th and 6th grade together at Woodard.
Yeah,
okay.
That's him.
But man, that was a long time ago, man.
Yeah.
Is that a young Greg right beside Davey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of our first group.
12.
He does.
That's one of our first groups.
Well, Greg look like he about 10.
Yeah, we call it Soul Distributors.
Okay.
Tony Tillman.
Tony Tillman rocking.
This must have been right after he left Aggression.
Yeah.
Huh?
This must have been right after he left Aggression.
Let's see. Did he play with us right after Aggression?
It looked like he's still with him in this one.
Oh, you think that's from Aggression?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's just a picture of Tony.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, so
Isn't he in Thailand now?
Yeah.
what'd you say, Tracy?
Isn't he in Thailand?
I'm not sure.
He come back every once in a while. He hook up with
I'll
Reggie.
see him when I get over to Korea.
Well, you know what? Next time you're in town, y'all, let us know. Maybe we need to do a Zoom call on him. We need to get something on the Aggression.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Reggie have his number and stuff.
Okay.
That would be
Okay, we did this one already.
yeah.
Now that, like I say, that's one of the first group. That's Soul Distributors.
Okay.
You know.
Custom app. Goodness gracious. I haven't seen a custom app in so long with the pad.
Custom app.
Believe it or not, I still got those amps.
What?
Really?
Because that's what I played out of when I first got with y'all, Greg.
Yeah, they in storage. The acoustic.
Yeah.
And plus, that they're custom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because until I could afford my acoustic one, I used to play out of that.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Oh, that's the one, and we're playing. Jay Holmes and all of us are playing over to 11th and U.
Is Jay Holmes out front? Is that him out front?
On the sax.
Right, on the sax, right.
Yeah, and Joe Akers in the back.
Now,
yeah, that's the Masonic Temple.
Yeah. Now, I think we mentioned this before. Jay Holmes used to play with 100 Years Times, right? Or was that Ricky Holmes?
No. Ricky Holmes played with 100 Years Time too.
So Jay played with 100 Years Time as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's another group, man. Shoot, that was bad as I don't know what.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It was hard. They was heavy.
Yes.
And that's us just after playing with Darren Green and coming back to town. That's Marshall Keys, Reggie, and then Leon is in the middle of Leslie and Reggie, and then Tracy G.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I took that picture of them.
Okay. That's a classic, man.
Yeah.
This.
That's when we played at Howard University.
Yeah, that was the talent show that we
yeah.
won.
Yeah.
What was the prize?
Wasn't it a
I think they
trophy or
gave us $1
something?
million. I think they gave us $1 million, but we spent it.
Okay.
You know what? That was my audition for my voice coach, and I didn't know it because I didn't know the voice coach at that time. But instead of auditioning, he said he heard me there.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
was one of the judges or something.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here.
Crampton University.
Ah,
That was at the reunion at Jack's house.
yeah.
Is this the same day that we came on live?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
wingtips.
The
Okay.
oldie but the
Thomas
goodie, but
More.
that was about 3 months. About 3 months ago.
It was longer than that.
Oh,
Might been what? Might be 4.
It was before May.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the springtime, Greg.
But because see, we were supposed to do the first this one we doing now. This broadcast we were supposed to do that at the end of May.
Yeah,
Right.
that's when this was in early May, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Margot.
Margot.
Oh, that's Margot.
Yeah, that's this.
That's at her father's funeral, Mr. Hill.
Yeah. Her little sister lives down the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Fiji.
Yeah, BG. Yeah. Deborah Hill.
Yeah, Deborah Hill.
That's us when we were going to see Mousy and them.
Yeah.
down at, your mama.
What? Oh, James Brown experience?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what else we got
So
here.
short then.
That's us getting ready. to
Another
go.
shot.
Yeah, that's us. As you can see, Miss Tracy G, and we're getting ready to go to hear Mousy now.
I can't hear you again.
Okay. There's one more that I want to show here. Then we're gonna get back to the conversation, and hopefully you guys got a little more time here.
Oh, I have plenty of time.
Okay. So what I want to do now, I want to dedicate this show to Brother Robert Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we need to get his brother some recognition for all that he did. You know, for this industry and the music of this city.
Yeah.
Beautiful spirit, beautiful brother. I'm glad I had a chance to finally meet him.
Right.
Wait a minute, is he deceased?
Yep. Last week.
When did Sly die?
Yeah, he used to pick
Last
me
week,
up.
I think the middle of last week.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to pick me up and bring me to the DC Legendary Musicians meet.
Yep. And that's where I met him. That was my first time meeting him at the DC Legendary Musicians meeting. And we became good friends ever since then. And then we kind of lost touch when he moved to Baltimore.
Right.
But I just want to make sure that we give this brother some due because he's definitely somebody who needs to be recognized.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go to the meeting. I was like, man, I don't need to go there. He said, come on, man, we need you there, man. You belong there.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
So he started picking me up. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the DC Funk and Harmony page. I think I already put it up there. We just need some people just to get up and comment because I mean sometimes people just like it, but you know, get the brother some love. Say something about him. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, Greg. Any other questions for you, bro? Greg Diggs.
First, I'd like to say hi to Tracy. Welcome. I just have. I'm just curious to find out. You know, like who are some of your influences? You know, like I know you all are accomplished musicians and everything, but who did you listen to help hone your own styles back in the day when you got started? Let's start with Tracy since she's on here now.
Okay, my mom, because I used to see her on TV singing.
Who was your mom on TV?
She was a jazz singer.
What was her name?
Sylvia G.
Sylvia G.
Yeah.
Okay. For some
And,
reason, I can't spotlight Tracy. But go ahead, Tracy. Keep going. I'm sorry.
She turned me on to Sarah Vaughan when I was like a munchkin. No, I
Wow.
wasn't even a munchkin yet. So I started off singing Sarah Vaughan and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I grew up, I became a rocker. And I was listening to Heart and let's see who else? Oh, the chick, Lydia Pence with Cold Blood.
Cold Blood, yeah.
And wow, I had a lot. You know, Shaka was one of my influences.
Oh well, yeah, we can tell.
Absolutely.
I had a lot of influences. My Aunt Eva was an influence, and she was a singer.
Wow.
I just have probably too many. And as far as keyboard playing is concerned, oh my God, when I first started playing keys, I was working with this band. Let's see, Tillery was in that band, and so were a few other people. And they started training me by having me listen to like Charles Earland.
Oh wow, Charles Early, yeah.
Yeah, that was my first keyboard influence. They said, learn this. I said, I can't learn that. They were like, but if you get close, you'll be so much better. And, you know, they showed me finger exercises and everything. And that's how I became a keyboard player.
So what about Spider? How about you, man?
Well, I was a drummer first, you know, when I was a teenager. And when our little garage band, this is before I moved back to across the street from Greg Hill over my great grandmother's house in Quackenborg. And we were living in the Southeast. And our little band left all the equipment over our house, right? Even the bass player. And that's when that record Tighten Up was out, right? So I hooked up his amp and I learned Tighten Up in like 5 minutes. Hey, look, and Greg, you remember my brother David, because I gave him my drums. I said, hey, Dad, can I get a bass, please? And I'll give David my drums, right? But I never got serious because I always played sports. That's how I got my nickname Spider, because I played football. I played football at Coolidge in the 10th grade. Then I went to Anacostia.
Is that how you met Jessup when you went to Anacostia?
Yeah, when I met Joaquin and all them when I was going to Anacostia. And I was messing around on the bass, but I didn't get serious and until I moved back over across the street on Quackenborg, over my great grandmother's house. And Greg Hill, who I knew from childhood, they had their band. They used to practice over there. So they used to let me come and sit down and listen to their practice, right? But see, I wasn't an R&B bass player. I was a rock bass player. You know, I played stuff by Buddy Miles and Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin and all that stuff. But I sat in the rehearsal so much when Greg left, you know, I practically knew the whole set. You know, so that's how I ended up with Greg and them. But my big influences mostly were rock guys like John Paul Jones for Led Zeppelin, and whoever played for Deep Purple, Noel Redding, Jack Bruce for Cream. Them the guys that I listened to back then. But now I listen to mostly like Marcus, Victor, and all of them now, because 90% of my gigs are jazz now. I even play upright sometimes.
All right, Dale, what about you? Who were some of your influences?
Outside of Spider and Donald Floyd, it was really, I would have to say, Larry Graham, Stanley Clarke for sure, and Bootsy Collins. You know,
okay.
I think Bootsy is an underrated bass player.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he gets his just due, but Bootsy is a hell of a bass player, and you know, Bootsy learned to play by ear. You know, he took an electric guitar and made it a bass guitar. He just put bass strings on it. So his story when he was with the Peacemakers and the house band.
But James Brown's band too, right?
Dude, that's what he's talking about.
He got with James after the Peacemakers. After he learned, when he fired the
regular band,
quit on him. Yeah, when they quit on him, he hired them at King Records. But you know, when you talk about bass, I think it's something like my cousin who plays bass says, it's something that you're born with. You know, like I said before, you can hear the music, but you feel the bass. And so I think everybody that's ever picked up a bass, you know, when you talk about Marcus Miller and Victor Wooten and all those guys, you know, John Paul, all those guys, everybody up with Noel Redding with Jimi Hendrix and all of them, I'm just mesmerized by the bass sound. And so, you know, just the driving force within me. So
speaking of bass,
I picked up a bass
how
and
many of you
put it right
guys
back
played
down.
the bass solo from, you remember Get Ready Rare?
I
Hey, look,
play
hey,
that
look, you
right
couldn't
now.
get a job unless you could play that.
Yeah.
In fact, I can pluck that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you couldn't get a job unless you could play that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, hey, Dale, before we go on, but Dale, you know who I like though out of the Parliament Funkadelic, who I thought was the most in the pocket bass player back then? Boogie.
Boogie Monsoon.
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I think he created the pocket.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And no, I agree 1010%. And when him and Eddie would play together, him and Eddie Hazel, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, didn't we play Cosmic Slop back then? I think
Yes,
I
sir.
convinced Jack to play Cosmic Slop and Frankenstein.
We played
Now wait,
everything.
stop. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Oh man, yes,
I'm talking about Marcus Miller is great with it. Marcus Miller's Frankenstein is awesome, but it's not like Jonathan Winters. It's not like Johnny Winter. Edgar Winter.
Hey, Dale, that's the one I play now though, because I go from run for cover into Frankenstein.
I get it. Look, on my Facebook page, I got a solo with Clark Duke Project doing Wild Dog. And to me, when I saw Stanley Clarke playing Wild Dog, his technique floored me. And that was in 77, I think. No, 82. That floored me. His technique just floored me. I was like, okay. Okay.
The first song I learned by Stanley was Lopsy Lou. That was the first one that I learned by him.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I haven't graduated to that point yet.
And did we get Greg, Kid, did we get your influences?
Steptoe.
Oh man.
My first one was Ringo Starr. Because like I said before, at first my brother, he had started me off on bass. But I said, bass is not me. But when he bought me those drums, you know, from Spiegel, and I got on there, and you know, it felt better, that kick, that feel. So I went from Ringo Starr, Buddy Rich. I love the way that guy played his roles and his just combination of playing and syncopation and stuff, you know. And I like that big band sound. Playing that big band. I wanted GK on the front of my drum, but I put a skeleton instead. Then I went from Louis Bellson. Louis Bellson was a bad boy
Pearl
too.
Bailey's
You know,
husband.
yeah.
Pearl Bailey's husband, that's what she said.
Yeah, that's her husband. And then Billy Cobham.
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
Yes.
and,
Yes.
He was just in town, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
he
was
was.
just in town. Yeah.
And then some of my other people, Buddy Miles, you know, I liked him. And then I like Chicago's drummer.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then Steptoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Had to get that one in.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said Steptoe.
In my younger days, boy, when we were playing at Lingard Lounge and I saw that boy kicking and playing with that left hand and stuff like that and flipping those sticks, I said, I got to learn that. And then his syncopation of playing those drums and kicking them, and doing all of that, flipping the sticks and all, man. So what I did, I grabbed all of them and made them into my sound.
Hey, Greg.
I made it into my own sound. Yes, sir.
How do you feel about Bernard Purdy?
Oh,
Bernard who?
Purdy.
Pretty Purdy.
Session musician.
Yeah.
You mean the king of the shuffle?
Yeah, no, he's the most recorded drummer.
Yeah. Steely Dan loved him.
Yeah, his son. I grew up with his son, Daryl Purdy.
Oh, okay.
I probably know him, but I had to see him, and because there's a few other drummers and stuff like that. I like that technique. I like a very technical type drummer, but yet got that fat that he when he don't have to do anything. He just do that beat, just that drive and stuff like that, and kicking that bass drum. I'm a snare and bass drum man, and I'm an accent man on the cymbals.
Gotcha.
Between Greg and Ricky Wellman, the two best drummers I ever played.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Now speaking of Wellman, let me just say this.
Yeah, Ricky. I'm sorry to cut across. Ricky Wellman.
Yeah,
I remember that young boy when they came
the
into
Jaguar,
Leon,
right?
Whole family.
In the Jaguar. That boy had two braces on both. He had one on the left leg, and one on the right leg.
Yep.
He was not old enough to play in the club, so he had to be 10 feet away from the bar. So he was able to play, but as strong as that boy was, I could never understand how strong he was and had polio.
Right.
Yeah. He's the first one I heard do that those triplets on his bass drum.
Yeah.
He was the first one I ever heard doing that.
Yeah.
Because I went from Greg when I left Jam Band to New Breed with Rick.
Yeah. And let me just add this about Ricky. I remember some time ago, a friend of mine, me and Clay LaBeouf, we was talking about how Miles, came to DC twice for his rhythm section. Yeah. First with Jimmy Cobb on Kinda Blue, and then he came with Ricky Wellman, later. So he came twice to DC for a drummer.
Yeah. I got Ricky playing. Matter of fact, Ricky had gotten a gold record for Tutu that Marcus Miller wrote.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
See, I enjoyed working with Ricky, but we had a percussionist, and those two together, man.
Oh, you're telling me. But you know what? Out of DC, Funkadelic came here and snapped. The first drummer they had was from DC, Tiki Forward.
Forward. That's right, Tiki Forward.
Well, didn't Jerome play with him as well?
Yeah, Jerome had Bigfoot.
He came after Tiki.
No, he came after Tiki.
Yeah, Jerome came after Tiki. Tiki got cancer. Tiki got cancer and passed away.
Yeah.
I think Tiki was the first one to pass.
Yeah, he was.
He passed before Glenn Goins.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was like a wave, like at first with Tiki, then it was Glenn. And
yeah. Man, Glenn was, when I went to a show that he played, and he can sing. We know he can sing his butt.
Man, that boy was so bad,
but he was funky with that rhythm guitar, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Didn't he lead Cosmic Slop? Was he the lead on Cosmic Slop?
Well, he sang it live. He sang it live, but Gary Shatter actually sang it.
Oh, that's right, Gary. I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
His son, Garrett, sounds just like him.
Okay.
He looks like him.
He looks just like him. He got an album called Hand Me Down Diapers.
Hey, look, he even wear a diaper like that.
Let's see. I'm still waiting on Reggie and Poncho. Hopefully they'll make it. Greg, you got any other questions you want to ask the group?
Well, I'm just curious as far as like how often did you all rehearse? To be so tight on stage. What was your rehearsal schedule like? Or did you just practice work? Did it all work out on the stage when you were traveling or promoting or whatever?
Greg, you want to?
Hey, Greg, I'll let you answer that, bro.
No, we practice, especially we got a show to play that another group is playing.
Yeah.
We used to go and check that group out, see what they're doing, and so we can destroy them when we
Exactly.
came to play.
You mean like that group destroyed y'all? You said the white group
Yeah, you
destroyed.
talking about in the echoes.
I think once we started practicing at Tracy's house in the basement,
In the basement, yeah.
y'all went to everyday schedule. I never understood that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Hey,
we
Greg.
enjoyed it. We
Greg,
enjoyed
whose
working
house
with
did
each
we
other.
practice at on Longfellow?
That was Margot.
That was
the
the Hills
Hills
house.
That
That was
Margot and Man's house.
Yeah, Margot's house. Yeah, we used to practice on Longfellow.
Yeah.
And then also we practiced down at Joe Acres now.
And wait a minute, and we practiced at your mom's house too, up there in
That's right.
Colorado.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, we had to sneak that one before she came in from work.
Okay, guess what? I'm moving back up there. I'm moving on 14th in Colorado sometime this month, right?
Are you?
That's
And
right
look, every
there.
time I'm up there, I look at that place, man. I said, man, I spent many a day arguing with Jack up there.
Yeah, I tell you.
And running from Whitty.
So when you all were rehearsing, were you rehearsing like several songs, or did you do the entire set that you're going to do? How did that work? Did you do the whole?
Yeah, but
You
then
did
we
both?
like take the harder songs first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we would take the harder songs first because the other ones wasn't remember about 3 or 4 changes. But if it had a bunch of changes, we knocked them out first.
What did you consider a hard song?
Back then,
Yeah.
for me, nothing really.
Okay.
I hear you, Spider.
Anybody else?
Okay, Getaway by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay, I can see that
I
one.
was gone by the time they did Get Away though.
That had just came out when I started doing
in
that.
Chicago. In that
Oh,
Chicago.
yeah. Wait a minute. Color My World. Didn't we play that?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
No, I got a song that I remember hearing some DC band play, but I don't know who played this, but they killed it. It was Runaway People by Dyke and the Blazers.
Oh, Dyke and the Blazers. Goodness. Man, you going way back.
Well, I mean, come on. That's where we at.
That's before my time.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll forgive you. You remember that song, right? Runaway People?
I used to like playing mandrill too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Greg, it was one cool song that we did by Buddy Miles, theme from Joe Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Brady used to come
Mind
in
is
with us on
going
that.
through so many changes.
Yeah.
Them Changes? Was that it? Them Changes?
It's called Them Changes. Them Changes by Buddy. That was actually by a group called the Band of Gypsies. Buddy Miles, Jimi Hendrix,
Okay, that's
and
Jimi
Billy
Hendrix
Cox.
band.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then what I used to come in, I used to take Greg's place when we played We Gotta Live Together. Remember?
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of the DC bands was playing Buddy Miles, and a lot of, because most of the DC bands, they all had some rock songs that they played. I mean, and you guys mixed it with the funk.
Yeah.
You got that
Hey,
right.
I know one song I loved him when we was at Teddy's Lounge, because that mean it was Sunday and it was payday. I'll be around. That was the last song every Sunday.
That's right. I'll be around. Yeah.
By the Spinners? By the Spinners?
After we got paid, right? On Monday, me and Greg and Jack go shopping.
That's right. I told you, we was just like a family, boy. We stuck together.
Yeah, hey, look, we stayed in Cavaliers. Then we.
I didn't say Cavaliers.
That was our store.
Hey,
that was my store too.
We had to have a fresh outfit. We had to have a fresh outfit. You know?
You mean the one downtown on F Street?
Downtown,
Well, you know, across the street was Flag Brothers. Flag Brothers was right across the street.
Flag Brothers. Greg Hill was working down there, and he used to give us our shoes half price.
Yeah.
Cavaliers.
Hey, wait a
No, I
minute.
gotta take it back to Cavaliers.
After Teddy's Lounge Sunday, 3 o'clock in the morning, Tasty Dunk. Remember?
Yeah.
Tasty Dunk. Georgia.
Hey, kid.
No, Greg King.
Yeah, what's up?
Remember how we used to all go to, was it Northwest Gardens?
Yeah,
Me,
that's
Greg,
yeah,
Les.
that's what I was telling him that we danced together, we
Yeah.
shot together,
Sure did.
and
Yeah,
we
that was
Go-Go
we
then.
went out.
Go-Go
We
wasn't a
did
music
everything.
band.
That
Go-Go
we
wasn't
we did everything. That's why we changed our name to Family Jam Band.
Yeah.
We're
You
just
know
like a
what?
family.
And the thing about it, go-go wasn't a music form then. It was where you went. You know,
Yeah.
you going
That's
to the
right.
go-go.
That's
Yeah.
right. Chuck Brown was playing go-go's at the go-go. He was playing
Right.
music.
But
at the
you
go-go.
know what, though?
Everybody was doing top 40 then.
Yeah, I got a thing
And he
that
was
Jerry,
in jazz
my
then.
cousin told me about that though. Jerry Wilder was the bass player back then for Chuck. And Rick was playing on it, but he said that how Go-Go actually came, Chuck was not on stage. He said they was waiting for him and they was warming up with Mr. Magic. And so they just started grooving till he got on stage.
Now, what happened with Mr. Magic, we did a show at DC, the DC Convention Center on 14th Street. It was a small venue.
Right.
And first time I played the bass, we were doing Mr. Magic, waiting for Chuck to come on stage.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's not actually where Go-Go started. Chuck was leading the show. I was working with Leadhead then.
Oh, Leadhead. Was
We
Mike
was over
Dean
at
playing with
Costa
y'all
Park.
then?
Huh?
Was Mike Dean playing bass with y'all?
Yes.
Okay.
And we was at Anacostia Park, and somebody kicked the plug out.
Oh.
Power went out. And Chuck told him, keep the congas going. And they started playing some stuff that he used to play with Los Latinos. And that's when Go-Go was really born. Because it's that beat, it's that Latin beat. Greg, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And that's when Go-Go started going. So then he started doing the call and response. Because with no, the guitars and the bass couldn't play. Right? So it was the timbales, the congas, and the drummers. And that's all they had. So that's really when it was born.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say that.
Northwest Gardens, we used to walk there, didn't we, Greg? We used to walk to Northwest Gardens.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you speak about Northwest Gardens, are you guys talking about you guys just went to see somebody else play, or y'all was?
And Chuck was playing.
Okay, I got you. Now,
Yeah,
other than Northwest Gardens, I think we mentioned the Squad Room, Jackie Lee's.
Jackie Lee's.
Name some other clubs.
Parkway Gardens.
Parkway Gardens. I remember Parkway Gardens.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's the name of it?
Southeast Gardens used to be on Good Hope Road.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep, Southeast Gardens.
Panorama Room.
Panorama Room. Got the Panorama Room. Classic. Got to deal with that.
Panorama Room is
Black
still
Hole.
open.
I know.
Yeah, they still doing that Panorama Room.
Yeah, that was over in Southeast.
Yeah, they still doing it at Panorama Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was over there with 2 years ago for EU's 50th reunion.
Yeah.
It was I think last summer.
Right. Hey, they don't still do the Black Hole, do they? On George Avenue, the Black Hole.
Oh, the Black Hole. I remember the Black Hole.
Yeah.
And you can't forget Creambow Palace.
Creambow Palace. Yep.
Creambow Palace.
Did you guys ever play at the?
We got to show Ibex some love.
Yeah, they can't let. Did you ever play at the Lajima Ballroom?
I never played there. No.
One time it was called the Presidential Arms.
No.
It was on G Street, 1300 block of G Street, upstairs.
Okay. All right.
We used to play at Club LeBaron, which became
Club LeBaron.
Yeah.
Which became the Paul something Grant Grant Ballroom.
What's the other one? No, Knights of Columbus. Yeah.
Knights of Columbus. Yeah.
Yeah, Knights of Columbus. Yeah.
Ninth and U.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing about it, DC has so much talent. DC has so much talent, but nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Lounge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Faces.
Yeah. We never played at Macumbo, did we, Greg? Right on Georgia Avenue. We never played at Macumbo, right?
Stop it.
No.
We played at the Room.
Oh, yeah, the Room. We played there plenty of times.
You can't forget the Pitts Motor Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I played with Greg there at Pitts Motor, and the Pips were still in there, right?
Yeah.
No, that's where Marion Barry announced his candidacy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, that's where the pimps and the hoes used to still come when we played in there.
Casino Royale.
Well, that's when everything was still happening on 14th Street.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Remember Casino Royale?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Those
had a
have-
lot of places, man. I mean, but every neighborhood had their own band back then.
That's true.
Yeah.
And look, it was talent across the street, round the corner,
Yeah,
different
around the
bands,
corner,
same band.
everybody.
Look, it was a
But
magical time. The
Leroy
70s
Fleming
was a
lived right
magical
down-
time. The 70s was a
Yeah.
magical time for music
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
city.
Hey,
Leroy Fleming lived right down the street on Peabody from me. He lived
that?
on 3rd and Peabody. I lived on Clackamas.
Who was that?
Leroy
Oh,
Fleming.
Leroy Flemings.
Yeah.
Because hey, look, when one now left, right, and I wasn't, I think I had left Jam Band by then. I was gonna go audition, right, but they took the guy before me. They took my buddy Bernard Miles, who taught me a lot of stuff, right?
Okay. Well, this is what the Young Senators?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Then they went with Eddie Kendricks after that.
Right.
You know, one now lives in he lives
Japan.
in Japan now. Yeah.
He's in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So where are we now? What was I about to ask?
Listen, guys, I'm gonna have to call it a night. I gotta get up at 4 in the morning.
That's okay, brother. Look, we glad we had you for here for the time we had you. Don't know what happened to Reggie. Don't know what happened to Poncho, but
Hey, look, as soon as I get off this, I'm calling Reggie as soon as I get off here.
I am too. So say something for me because I'm about to get on him too.
I talked to Grover. I talked to Greg. I just saw Greg last week. Tracy, it's always a blessing to hear your
Oh
voice.
yeah.
We always wish each other happy birthday too.
Absolutely. You know,
When was yours, Dale?
we're October babies. We Libras.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Every
Well,
now and then I say
mine's on the
something.
17th of this month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every now and then I say something when Tracy posts something on Facebook.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I probably never see it because I don't go on Facebook except the games.
Right. That's why I was telling Grover.
Oh yeah, I'll be out. You know where Azteca is on Route 1? It's a Mexican restaurant on Route 1.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be doing a jazz gig on the 27th there.
Okay.
Well, Dale, before you go, Dale, I want to let everybody know. Hopefully, we can do maybe once a month, like a roundtable thing, like with different people. We can and talk about different groups. You know, it doesn't have to be one group in particular.
Yeah.
But I just think we need to do more of that. You know.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds
So,
Let me
look.
say one thing before we go.
Yes.
I was the first female to play with Chuck Brown. I was just sitting in for like until what's his name? Brock got there.
Brock. Oh yeah, Brock.
Tracy, before you, let me just say this. You were the first female that I noticed playing on stage. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, because of all you did. I mean, you just went, usually I would see a female and she was just a singer. You was the first one that I saw playing, that I saw actually had stage presence.
Yeah.
I mean, you played, you sang, you did it all. And like you were just ahead of your time. I mean, so
In dance.
really, I mean, we just need to recognize you, sister. I mean, I don't want to pump your head up, but you know,
And that's
like I said,
what Joe Grover, that's
yeah,
the
go
thing
ahead.
about Tracy. That's the thing about Tracy. That's one of the things that I've always admired about her. She never really had an ego.
Right.
She never had an ego. She was the same way you saw her at home is the same way she was on stage, the same way she was off stage.
Right.
She never, and that's why I love her so much.
Yeah.
Except for
I remember seeing
battle
Tracy.
rappers.
I think the first time I met you was at Anacostia Park, one of the gigs, because I was working summers with Daryl Brooks and Carl Kirkendall. So they had me putting the schedule together. Daryl would pick like the headliners, and I had to fill in all other groups. I had to call everybody else. Here it is. I'm a teenager, 17, 18 years, scared as hell, calling these managers and like, you know how some of these groups were intimidating to me. I mean, to call the Young Senators back then, to call, Black Heat. But he said, look, I want you to set the schedule. And I learned a lot just by doing it. But I know, I remember, Tracy, I met you at Anacostia Park. I don't know what band you was playing with, but I just always remember you from that event.
Yeah.
Probably Family Jam.
Okay. Well, then I must have saw a lot of you guys back then, too. Didn't know.
Yeah,
You know what I
we used to
remember
play at
from
the
Tracy
skate,
though? When we used to play Larry Graham to jam, when it came to the bass solo, she didn't say that. She started singing the theme from the cartoon Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any recordings that you guys may have produced back then? Is any of that stuff still preserved?
I don't have anything because somebody stole my computers.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
I know one thing.
All my
After I
original
heard-
music is on there.
After I heard Tracy do Smoking Room, I'm gonna say this and I gotta go.
Mhm.
But after I heard her do Smoking Room, I searched and searched high and I searched low until I found it by Shaka, and it still doesn't do the same thing for me. Tracy, you might want to consider redoing that song. I tell you, because nobody, not even Shaka, can do it like you.
All right, and I believe that.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So,
Dale.
absolutely. So anyway, guys, it's been great. Love you all. Stay in touch. I'm here for anybody that
Please
needs.
stay in touch.
All right.
And remind everybody, remind those folks who missed the night that this is on YouTube, so they can go back and watch it. Later. It's gonna be there. So that's the reason why we're doing these.
Absolutely.
For those folks who couldn't make it, it's gonna be there. So this is the first one that we did with a band. We hope to do more with bands. Hopefully, I'm talking to fathers' children. Hopefully, we can get one with them.
Oh, I remember them. They used to be
Yeah.
tight as I don't know what back in the
Look,
day.
they were the Earth, Wind, and Fire of DC to me.
Yeah, man. They used to be
See you, Dale.
One more thing, because we talked about it before we went live. Tracy, Greg, y'all remember DJ Mustard, right?
Yeah.
Grover and Greg Diggs was just talking to him a little while ago. About a month ago, y'all?
Oh, it's been a few months ago, but we was talking to him. We was trying to get him to do a show with us. Because actually, if I could find just that conversation, that in itself is probably a show in itself. But we'd like to have him on live. And when we do, I'm going to let you guys know.
Yeah, because he used to be there a lot of shows he did.
Well, look, when we get him, can y'all do this? Can you guys come on and just say hello as a special guest?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
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 What do you think, Greg? Diggs?
Just let me know. Hey, just let me know. Just let me know, Grover.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Just let me know, too.
A Saturday, I'm surprised, because I might be gigging on a Saturday. So.
Now, usually our things are Sunday evenings like this. If it's not 6 o'clock, it's usually 8. So this is usually when we do it.
Yeah, on the 27th, though, I'll be at a tech. I'll be gigging on the 27th. That's Sunday.
Oh, well, look, we'll work it out.
Yeah.
I can't do 8 o'clock. My bedtime is usually 5:30. I stayed up late.
Well, brother, we glad we got you. We glad we got you this time. We had you, Dale. It's been a pleasure being with you, brother.
Hey, Dale, we all old and gotta go to bed at 8 o'clock.
I still go to bed at 2 and get up at 4:30.
Keep in touch, y'all.
Hi, Dale, man.
All right, peace.
Hi, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, there's a lot of good memories. Family Jam Band, that was actually my first band that I ever played with. Well, not Family Jam Band, the Velour.
Oh.
Yeah, the Velour.
I mean, that's the first organized band that I ever played with.
And what was your first bass, Spider?
My first bass?
Yeah, and amp.
I had so many basses in that girl.
No, that's why I asked you, what was your first?
Yeah. Oh, my mom bought me one of them little 5 and 10 cents. It was a violin-shaped bass, but it ain't last that long. But when I moved to Quackenboss, I told my grandmother I wanted to play bass. She went, she went to old South Carolina women. She went down here and said, "Boy, son, how much it costs?" I said, "I think it's $205." She gave me $205 or $6 or $7. I walked out Chuck Levins from Quackenball Street, bought me a precision bass. Remember, Greg?
Yeah.
And I used Greg and them custom Atlas to my girlfriend Teresa bought me my own acoustic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I got Wayne Lindsay to walk back from Chuck Levins with me one time.
Yeah. I mean, just think, a $200 bass. If I still had that bass, it would be worth $10,000 right now.
Exactly.
Or more.
Wow.
Or more, yeah.
Is Wayne Lindsay still in this area?
No, he's in Cali, I think.
Okay, I know he's playing with somebody now.
Hey, Tracy, have any of y'all gotten in touch with Astro lately, though?
Why you ask me?
I just asked. Greg, okay, Greg.
Yeah, I don't even know where he is.
No.
I know he's in New York, I think.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But Eric Dyer was in the UK, so I thought, Astro might be over there.
Yeah, well, he's always posting on the page, Dow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay.
posts all the time.
I'm gonna have to go up in there so I can check him out, though.
And he posts like every other week.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes every day.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather see his post than some of these other things I'll be looking up there.
Oh yeah.
But hey guys, but look, Greg and I are definitely proud to have you guys on. It's been a pleasure having everybody here, and you guys are the first band that we've had on.
Oh, that's an honor.
Yeah.
That's an honor. Thank you.
And like I said, hopefully we can get some of these other groups on. Leadhead, Shadows, whoever. So just encourage everybody. And we can also do something where we just have drummers on, keyboards players, bass players, a nice little round, that's some type of round tables.
Yeah, then I gotta go find Mike Dean and Mick.
Well, you can find them, man.
I'm gonna do it with rappers.
I got Mick and Mike Dean.
Well, we deal with them later, Tracy. But we got so many of these 70s groups that we got to take care of first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because we there's so many people that need this recognition that's not getting it. I mean, think of all the guitar players out of here. Yeah. Terry Scott, Joaquin Jessup. I mean, Vernon Birch? Didn't he just pass away?
Yeah, he just passed away. Yeah.
What's the boy? Skip Pitts. His uncle used to own the Pitts Motor Hotel.
Mm.
All these guitar players, man, that's out there. Horn players. Look how many came through y'all group.
Yeah, they made good too. Cause Joaquin, I remember when he left us at New Breed to go to Mandrill.
Okay, I remember that too.
I remember he went with Mandrill.
Well, his mother was my art teacher.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, this is how Mandrill scooped him up from us. We played in Baltimore with Red Assets and all them, and Mandrill was the headliner. So we played right before Mandrill, and Joaquin was killing, right? And one of them brothers, man, came and hollered at Joaquin. That was it right there.
Who was Joaquin playing with at the time?
Us, New Breed.
Oh, New Breed. That's right.
Yeah.
I always get that group mixed up with Mixed Breed every time. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Universal Law, I don't know if you remember them.
I remember them.
They had a whole lot of good horn players too.
I remember them.
Yeah.
And see, y'all bring up these names, they'll come back. But there's so many bands that we've forgotten about,
Yeah.
So many groups out there.
What's the other one? Brute that used to be there when we used to play. Remember that group, Brute?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Brute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Brute.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, Casey and the Sound Service.
Casey and the Sound Service.
Yeah, that's another.
I mean, and then before Osiris became Osiris, it was Destiny.
Destiny. Uh-huh.
Look at all the people that came through that group. I mean, like Tyrone Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny.
Face Destiny, right. I remember them. It was another one. I can't think of the name of man, so many groups.
What was the group that Derek Mahoney used to play for, Greg?
Derek Mahoney played with us.
I know before us though. They used to play all that Stanley Clarke and Return to Forever stuff. He used to hang around and play with, but he played with somebody else before he played with us.
Grover.
Yes.
Remember you asked me my influences?
Yes.
Remember Louis Oxley?
Yeah.
He was one of my teachers early. And he used to have me playing stuff by Return to Forever, practicing on that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Louis Oxley, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you had some good teachers.
Yeah.
No question. I think we all did.
Yeah.
Like I say, with me as far as art, I mean, like Miss Jessup. I mean, that woman just.
We used to hang around, me, my brother Gregory, David, me, all of us learned in the basement together.
Right.
And we used to be sitting in there listening to the first song I played. We had our garage band with Joaquin. We played Grand Funk Railroad, right?
Okay.
And Joaquin used to do that Mark Farner solo, right?
Was Mick playing back then?
Well, me and Mick, but I was playing with Joaquin, but Mick was in the house, right? Mick used to take my place when I used to act up with New Breed, right?
Because Joaquin always told me that Mick was the real musician of the family.
Hey man, Mick played bass just like Jaco Pasteur.
Oh yeah, the boy's bad.
He came over, he bought my upright bass. And me and him was jamming, man. Hey, giant steps, all that stuff, man. He could play note for note.
Okay. Well, look, you see where they got it from, because Miss Jessup, she didn't even ask me. She said, "You're going to McKinley." I had no idea what McKinley was. She said, "You're going to McKinley." Next thing I was signing up for the art program at McKinley.
They lived on Highwood Drive in Southeast, off Pennsylvania Avenue.
Right. Yep. Well, anyway, folks, we're gonna bring this thing to an end. And Greg, you got any closing statements?
I just wanted to just say that Grover and I have been doing these panels, and we've been spotlighting people from the DC area who have contributed to the music history. And it's just been an honor for me, just to do this tonight, to honor you all, because I've learned a lot through this conversation, like just hearing your experiences and the things that you went through, and just knowing the contributions that you've made to the DC scene. So I just want to say thank you to all of you all, and just wait for and see what Grover and I are going to do next. We definitely like to involve you all in some of the things that Grover was talking about, but this has just been a great learning experience for me, and I just like to thank you all for just being a part of this evening.
Yeah, it's an honor to be part of it, bro. That's right. Thank y'all for having me.
Well, just having Tracy G up here is enough for me. I'm telling you.
And that's the first time I actually talked to Tracy since I played with her.
What? Anyway, look, we're going to give a shout out to all the members that couldn't make it. Been some talented members who've been through this group. Reggie Peoples, Pancho Williams, name some other folk that's Jack Kidd, definitely.
Yeah. Cool about Jack Kidd.
Yes, indeed.
We used to have our battles, but we were cool.
Well, look, that's what family does, brother. That's how family, deal with it. But I can see Jack there with the little feather in his hat,
Oh yeah. That black fedora.
Yep.
Spider and Greg, I want to thank y'all for being my family.
Thank you for being in the family.
Because y'all were the benchmark for every band that came after y'all.
Yes. Yeah, that's saying a lot, folks. That's really saying a lot.
What's up? Yeah. Hey, Greg, remember West Virginia? Remember Billy? We used to play behind, and we went to West Virginia. No, Cumberland, Maryland.
Yeah.
What about Toys Inn?
Good old days.
Oh, Toys Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the way down West Virginia.
Yeah.
And that college
club, everything.
Oh yeah.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Man, hey, we used to go a long way for a little bit of money, though.
I know it, but we had fun.
Enjoyed it. We enjoyed what we were doing.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the difference with the passion. I see a lot of groups now. The passion is just not there. So it's all about the celebrity now. When
I see the young musicians now, they want it now. They don't want to make the cake. They want the icing now.
Yep.
And I see it like I had a student, and all he wanted me to teach him songs. I'm like, no, I would teach you how to play. You learn the song.
Yeah.
So that's right.
I end up having to drop him because I'm like, man, I'm not going to teach you how to make icing. You're supposed to learn how to make the cake first.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I go through the same thing with my students trying to teach them, digital media. I go through the same process, nobody wants to put in the time to learn how to do this. They want to just hit a little button on the software and let it create it,
Not everybody.
Yeah, not everybody. You know, did y'all see this article Shaka had about why she's against singers using auto-tune?
Oh,
Please. That's how what's her name? Drina De Niro got her recording.
Okay.
yeah, but
See, I don't know how it works. I don't know how auto-tune works.
A lot of singers
They
use
punch it
auto-tune
in and
now.
out on almost every syllable.
You know what? But that's why they all
Got it on
sound
her
alike
name,
now.
on her father's name.
Okay.
Yeah. Tracy, that's why they all sound alike now.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, everyone, especially female singers, were distinctive. You knew who it was. But now, all of them sound the same because of auto-tune.
That's why I got into K-pop, because a lot of the artists, if you listen to them initially and you're not really into it, you think it's all the same, but it's not. Listen.
Did you say K-pop, Tracy?
K-pop.
You mean Korean?
Yeah.
Korean stuff? Hey, my
And they
daughter
build it on R&B.
yeah, my daughter into that stuff. My youngest daughter's into K-pop.
Okay. It seems to be very popular with a lot of teenagers.
Korean.
But you know what? Listen to the
Korean
chord
and everything.
structures. Listen to the chord structures, and if you can understand what they're saying in Korean, or you look it up,
Yeah.
the lyrics are very meaningful.
Yeah, she learned online how to speak Korean.
I'm learning too now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been working on it for a few years.
You plan on going to Korea?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Korea. Well, I'm studying Korean, Japanese, Chinese, French, and
Yeah.
Spanish.
All right.
Yeah, that's what, she's into the Oriental culture. She doesn't even eat with a knife and fork now. She uses chopsticks.
Okay. I ain't mad.
I was getting ready to make kimchi tonight.
Okay. All righty. Well, look, folks, we're gonna bring this to a close.
Okay.
It's been great having everybody on. Appreciate this. We're gonna do this again. This is not it. It's gonna be other programs. I'm gonna need you guys to come on. So I'll keep everybody posted.
And
I'm
now
glad
that
you
I
still
have
have my
Zoom,
phone number.
I can get on
Hey,
quicker.
bro, I'm glad you still have my phone number. I didn't know you still had my phone number.
Man, come on, man. I still had your number, man. And you know what? And plus, remember the last time I saw you up at the subway by Tinley?
Oh yeah, okay.
You gave it to me. You gave it to me again then, but I already had it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna find your number. If I had to call Joaquin or somebody had your number.
I think Greg still got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Greg got it.
Yeah. We'll hunt you down, brother. We got you. And
Hey,
folks, look. Look for some changes on the page. Once I get some time, I'm gonna make some changes on this page. So hopefully, put more information up there. Constantly look for new information.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I'll see everybody later. Everybody have a good night, and I'd like to thank our audience for joining us. And we'll keep you guys posted on our next conversation.
Yeah, Greg, man, we're gonna have to kick it. We still live too close, man. We're gonna have to kick it one day and break some bread, Greg.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, where's Jack at now anyway?
He's at home, man. He live up there in Georgetown.
Oh, okay.
He lives in Georgetown?
Yeah, he live up there off
Is it Connecticut or Wisconsin?
he live off of River Road.
Oh, River Road.
Oh, that's not far from me.
Off near Wisconsin Avenue. Yeah.
Yeah, up towards that way. He live on what's the name of it? Butterworth place.
You know what?
Hey,
We
Greg,
should
call
probably
me,
take
Greg.
this
Next
personal
time you go up
information offline. Although
Yeah.
I know Grover can probably edit it out, but
Well, we can do that. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Hey, Greg, next time you go, man, give me a call. I might roll up with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, everybody. So we're gonna say good night.
Good night, y'all.
And
I'm
we'll
getting
check with
ready to
everybody
eat
later.
salad. I'm hungry now. I
All
gotta
right.
eat.
All right. See you guys later.
All right.
All right. Goodbye. All right now.